Hello friends, welcome. In this video, I will answer what is a declaration of security and when it is required to be completed by a ship. So let's get started. DOS is a declaration of security. From the name itself, you can understand that you're declaring your own security level to someone else. Here is a sample of the form Declaration of Security from the ISPS code Appendix to Part B, Appendix 1. As you can see, it is not only declaring the security level of the port facility and the ship, but it is also helping in forming an understanding regarding who is responsible for what all duties, like ensuring the performance of security duties, monitoring restricted areas, controlling access to the port facility and to the ship, then monitoring the port facility, handling of stores, cargoes, unaccompanied baggages, controlling the embarkation of person, their effects, and an understanding of how the security communication will take place. And as you can see, there is a space for initial from both ship and port facility, where each party can sign whichever is applicable to them and write what is not applicable to them. And as per ISPS code, whenever there is an interface between two ships or a ship and a port, the ship can ask for a declaration of security. Now let's talk about the specific conditions when a ship can request for a completion of DOS as per ISPS code. The term used in ISPS code is can request. However, in my practical experience, these are the situations where you should ask for a DOS. So let's think logically. When would you really need a DOS? When there is a difference between your security level, when there is a failure to understand each other, or when the other ship or port facility doesn't really know what ISPS code is, or when they have no idea about their security responsibilities as per ISPS code. So, here are the specific points when you should ask for a DOS. When your ship is operating at a higher security level than the port or another ship it is interfacing with, then you must ask for a DOS. Second, when there is a agreement on DOS between the contracting government covering a certain international voyage or specific ships on those voyage, example Malacca Strait. And if you have seen my previous video, you know that the contracting government is responsible for informing the ships about the security situation in various areas, and thus this is part of it. So if the contracting government gives you specific instructions to sign a DOS in a particular area, then you do it. The third point is when there has been a security threat or security incident involving the ship or the port. So that is another very obvious point. If there is a threat, you must have an understanding about your responsibilities with the other ship or port facility. And last 2 points are simple. If the ship you are interfacing with or the port facility you are inside, they do not have ISPS code, then you must form an understanding with them about the security responsibilities and you should sign a DOS. To summarize with a trick to memorize all these points, if your ship is at a higher security level, that would normally happen when there has been a security incident or there is a security threat in a particular place, then you sign a DOS. Or your security level is higher when the contracting government itself requests you to maintain a higher security level. And last 2 points are when you're dealing with amateurs who are not complying with the ISPS code. I hope this was a useful video for you. If you have any feedback, suggestion, or comment, then please do write down below. All the best for your exams, and thank you for watching.